What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Pitchside with Parker's yet another daily video, and today we're going to be talking about Ronaldo passing Pele on the all-time goal scorers list, a robbery in Paris, and Wilfried Zaha deciding to stand before the Premier League game, becoming the first player to do so since all the players started kneeling last June. So sit tight and you can hear more about some of the headlines you might have missed from the weekend around the world of soccer. Now, as always, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. I do post new videos every single day, lots of soccer content, Arsenal content, women's soccer content, all kinds of stuff. So click around and I'm sure you'll find something you like. Turn those post notifications on and smash the like button before we even get into this video, because that's what we do on this channel. We'll start today with Cristiano Ronaldo, who passed a very important landmark today, surpassing 767 career goals, which was the record that Pele set. Although there is a lot of debate about what the official number is or the correct number, that is the number that Pele has stuck by, and so that is the number that Ronaldo passed with a hat trick. So he actually got up to 770. And after the game, Pele even congratulated him on his Instagram, and Ronaldo kind of did the vice versa, you know, acknowledging Pele for his greatness in his time. And so they kind of agreed that that was the record that was there to be broken, and Ronaldo did just that, scoring 3 against Cagliari. You know, he didn't decide that he was going to do it in the Champions League when Juventus needed him, but at least he got it done this weekend. So they exchanged compliments on Instagram, and Ronaldo even said that he waited to make sure that he was passing the record that included Pele's 9 extra goals that were scored for the Sao Paulo state team and the Brazilian military team, which not everybody counted. And he said, the world has changed since then, and football has changed as well, but that doesn't mean that we can just erase history according to our own interests. Now, it's a very noble statement from Ronaldo. You know, the fact that he's actually willing to put respect on some of Pele's goals that he scored in the 50s and 60s for the Brazilian state team and the Brazilian military team. But very interesting words also coming from somebody who has chosen to quite literally erase some of his own history and never step foot again inside the United States because of a subpoena that's hanging on his head. But I'm just saying. There were also some crazy scenes in Paris this weekend as Angel Di Maria was forced to leave mid-game for PSG against Nantes when he found out that his house was being robbed and his family was being held hostage by the robbers. PSG's sporting director found out about this during the game, and he had to basically come down and tell Mauricio Pochettino and sub Angel Di Maria off the field so that he could go home and handle the situation, because his house had been targeted and his family happened to be home at the time the robbers came, and so they ended up holding his family hostage. It was an all-around just crazy scenario. People at the game had no idea what was going on. Di Maria didn't even know until he came off, and Mauricio Pochettino had to explain it to him as they walked back down the tunnel. So very rattling for PSG, and it turned out the same thing also happened to Marquinhos and his family as well. So horrible news all around, and I hope all the best for their families and that everybody ended up safe. But it certainly didn't help PSG on the field either. They ended up dropping the game 2-1 to Nantes after being ahead 1-0. And it was a very bad loss to a Nantes team that started the day 19th in the table. And PSG had a chance to go top with a win in this game, but then they lost. And in fact, all of the top 4 in France did not win this weekend. So it left a very crowded bunch at the top, and PSG left in absolute disarray. Particularly concerning considering that Get French Football News has reported that there's been 3 other robberies of PSG players just in the last 18 months. And in fact, Di Maria has also had this happen to him back in 2015 when he was at Manchester United. And our final headline for this Monday video comes out of the Premier League, where Wilfried Zaha became the first Premier League player to stand before a game instead of kneeling in solidarity with the rest of the other players. So Zaha has been pretty critical of the whole kneeling action in general, and he actually has called it degrading before, kind of stating that he doesn't feel that he should have to kneel before a game just to be acknowledged that his life matters as much as somebody else. And I think a very valid point, certainly from Zaha. His statement that he made after this game where Crystal Palace ended up beating West Brom this weekend. He said, "There's no right or wrong decision, but for me personally, I feel kneeling has just become part of the pre-match routine. And at the moment, it doesn't matter whether we kneel or not, some of us will continue to receive abuse, which is certainly true as it's happened to multiple players over the past few weeks in the Premier League. He also said, as a society, I feel we should be encouraging better education in schools, and social media companies should be taking stronger action against people who abuse others online. I will continue to stand tall. So Zaha has made a very strong stance here in that the performative action of kneeling is simply not enough and he wants to see more being done. And I have to say, I completely agree with him. And it's in line with similar statements made by other teams. I know Brentford in the Championship did a similar thing where they stopped kneeling before games. And of course, the US women's national team also during the final games of the She Believes Cup put out a similar message, although it was not necessarily organized by their black players. But Zaha stealing the headlines and getting his message out, ironically, by not doing the exact protest that everybody has become so accustomed to. So anyway, that does it for this week. If you have thoughts on any of the stories I touched on, be sure to leave those in the comments and smash a like button on this video if you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow with more daily content, but until then, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.